Hello, this is Jensen Cooper from Dordt University, and I am doing my impromptu final. And this is the topic that I've chosen, the quote. And I will begin my prep time now. And I'm stopping my time at 1 minute and 50 seconds. And I will begin my speech time now. As a Christian myself, I understand that it has not always been a religion free from historical flaw. Throughout history, there have been Christians that have been oppressive to other people and oppressive to their own kind. And I understand that because of this, there has been a lot of cause of death because of the faith. In the quote today that reads, "History teaches us that no other cause has brought more death than the Word of God," by Guillaume Brazala, the French philosopher, I see that he is making a point that throughout all of history, that religion has caused many people to not be able to live their lives to its completion as God intended. In this speech, I want to talk about 3 reasons why and 3 examples of what religious persecution or religious death looks like. I would like to touch on the Crusades, Muslim extremism, and cults. The first one, the Crusades, were a religious battle during the Middle Ages when Christians went to Jerusalem, the holy city, and tried to take it back from the Muslims at the time. Throughout this, the Christians would raid towns, they would kill people in their villages, they would kill Muslims, and they would forcefully convert people to Christianity. Throughout all of this, many people lost their lives, and it was a terrible thing. The Crusades were a time when Christians thought that it was more important for them to have a physical space than to show the love of God to others. And I think that this is a very thing that he is talking about when he says that there's no other cause that has brought more death than the Word of God. There are many times like this where we, as Christians and as other religions, have found ourselves pushing for things that don't resemble what our religion is totally about. And that leads me to my next one, which is Muslim extremism. Obviously, over the years, we have seen more and more of Muslim extremism, with Muslims as a large majority of people being very good people, there's very few but yet devastating times when Muslim extremism has caused the death of many people. We can talk about the attacks on September 11th, the attacks in Paris, and all other Muslim extremist events that have caused death and harm because someone thinks, or a group of people think, that their religion is the only true religion, and that because of that, anyone else needs to die. And this is a harmful and awful thing that is not exclusive to the Muslim faith, and it is really sad to see that people have died just because they have religious differences than others. The third thing that I'd like to talk about is the impact of cults on the death of people for the word and because of the word of God. I think that the result of cults is something that is not inherently an issue of religion, and yet an issue of pride, ego, and other. I think that Christianity has been convoluted along with all other religions into these different cults that are ran by people and not by God. And these cults use the word in ways that negatively impact other people's lives. They create separation from families and they cause death. We can look at the Manson family. We can look at all these different cults that have happened through the years, whether it be a Christian cult, a Muslim cult, a Hindu cult. And these people, these leaders, want power, and as soon as they start feeling like they lose power, they use their faith to harm others and to kill others. This is a tragic thing. In the end, I think that this quote, "History teaches us that no other cause has brought more death than the word of God," by Julian Brazella, is a true fact, and it is a sad fact. I think that the word of God itself is a very positive message, especially in the Christian religion as I find myself. But I do believe that over time in history, that religious feuds, that religious wars, that religious cults, that religious terrorism has been the largest leading death among people. And I think it needs to stop. Thank you. And my total time is 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Thank you very much.